In order to find the area of a square, we normally use the formula area equals side squared, which is all good and fine if we're given the side length. What if we're given the length of the apothem instead? So if that's the case, what we'll have to use is the formula area equals 1/2 times apothem times the perimeter. Since in this scenario they already gave us the apothem, what we'll have to do is find the perimeter, which means we'll have to find the length of each side first. So the first step in doing this is first figure out what the measure of the central angle is. The central angle is made up of 2 radii, and to find out the measure of that angle, we would take 360 and divide it by the number of sides in the polygon, which in this case is 4, and that's going to give us 90 degrees. Once we've established that that central angle is 90 degrees, we can go ahead and then use our apothem to find out our side length. Remember, if we have a central angle and we now have an apothem, that effectively splits our central angle in half. There's our apothem. Our central angle is 90 degrees, which means that this angle here is now 45 degrees. And since in a triangle you have 180 degrees worth of angles, that would also make this angle here 45 degrees. This makes this a 45-45-90 triangle. Also, it's an isosceles triangle. So therefore, if we know the apothem, we should be able to find out a couple of different things here. So therefore, if you have the apothem, which in this case, let's call this apothem 2, we know that these sides here are congruent since it's an isosceles triangle. So therefore, this side here is 2 as well. Also, understand that the apothem will split the side here in half, which means this will also be 2, which makes the whole side 4. So now we have the apothem, we have the perimeter, so we have area equals 1/2 times apothem times perimeter. Substitute this information in. Apothem we know is 2. Perimeter, since we have 4 sides, we're going to multiply 4 by the length of each side, which is 4, which means my perimeter is 16. Multiply 1/2 by 2 by 16, and that tells me the area of this squared is 16 units squared.